Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
All the talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out, for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
And all the way down to the 5. 82 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Whitaker. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's to his running back, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A big play there for the Dolphins.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Alvin Kamara punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Whitaker. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Off play action. Whitaker. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Hill to return it. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That's into double coverage and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 38. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll buy some time right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Whitaker. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4th down, here's Jackson. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Jackson on 1st down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 35. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it up.
And he's into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Derrick Henry. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete.
Oh, my
God. All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 57 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Whitaker slide. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a handoff to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Whitaker. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. So close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Henry is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And Washington has taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Past the 20. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we go? Because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Whitaker. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. And some strong running. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Whitaker. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll get this out to Kamara. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back. These two teams sat through a longer than usual action here in this Super Bowl. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the Dolphins at and they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things did.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Duran for a loss of a couple. 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson over the middle. That's caught by Chase. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Barkley again. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Saquon Barkley. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Back to Taylor on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker now for the extra point. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action with Jackson. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Jackson on first down. His throw incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson flush to his right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 56 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Whitaker. This will go to Henry out wide. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Whitaker steps away to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw on 2nd down, Whitaker. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds here. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do him much good. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now still down one. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths. But it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daron Payne, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Jackson's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation. And now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A first down carry for Barkley. Room here to run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the busy night for Henry continues. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Can you believe the decision to go for 2 here? For all intents and purposes, this play could decide the Super Bowl. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker. Just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Looking to throw on second down. Whitaker. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
To throw on third down, Whitaker. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a 16-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. Back to throw. Whitaker being chased out left. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Off the play fake. Whitaker going deep for Diggs. Oh, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? Escaping the pressure right. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. And I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time, and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the west.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Jackson will throw again. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss
and
next time.
He will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And the kings of the Super Bowl are the Washington football team. They win it, and they will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you forever and ever. When you look in the record book, your name will be a part of it. To get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs, the Lombardi Trophy rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next season right here on EA Sports.